With Jack Shantry to the fore, Glamorgan were left with it all to do to save their latest LV County Championship game on the last day at New Road against Worcestershire after they lost more wickets, having been asked to follow on. They started day 3 on 164 for 5, which left them 341 runs behind their opponents and meant that they still required a further 192 runs to make Worcestershire bat again next. In their favour, they had 2 informed batsmen at the crease first thing, including Jim Allenby, who was soon playing attractively once again as he advanced from his overnight 56 to 82, taking his partnership with Mark Wallace for the 6th wicket to 114. Allenby looked on course for his 3rd 100 of the season until he was trapped in front by Joe Leach, giving the medium pacer his 1st wicket of the summer. Alan Richardson then took his tally of championship wickets to 39 when he removed Dean Koska in the same manner in the next over as Worcestershire began to get through the Glamorgan innings. Will Owen was the next to go, making it 3 wickets in 3 overs, all LBW, Leach with his 2nd in successive overs. That put the Welshman on 222 for 8, still 283 runs behind, but the home side were held up for a while in their search for the next wicket as Michael Hogan played some thumping shots in partnership with Wallace. It was the Glamorgan skipper who was eventually out for 43 as he nicked Shantry behind to Ben Cox at 268 for 9. And Shantry finished the innings off in his next over as Hogan on 37 nicked to a well-placed Darryl Mitchell. Glamorgan were all out for 277 to trail by 228 and were indeed asked to bat again. And they made another disastrous start to their 2nd innings. Chris Russell soon had Will Bragg caught in the covers via a slightly loose shot, before Richardson moved to the top of the wicket-taking charts this summer as he trapped Stuart Walters in front for 9. Worcestershire now have the best batsman and bowler in the championship this year, for now. There was a brief respite from the wickets as Ben Wright did his job well at the top of the innings. It was a knock which was now very much needed from his team, who have really been second best ever since Wallace won the toss on the first morning and inserted. Wright dominated a 3rd wicket partnership of 35 with Marcus North, who was next out with a total on 66 when he somehow managed to put a leg side ball from Moeen Ali straight into the hands of Tilan Samarawira off the leading edge after making 6. So Wright now needed to stick it out for the rest of the day. He was helped in that by a rain shower which took the players off shortly after the batsman had completed his 50 off 87 balls, an innings which had contained 7 fours. Worcestershire's attack was not going to be denied, however, when the players returned to the middle, with Shantry now taking over. Having taken 4 for 65 in the first innings, he claimed his 5th wicket of the match by having Murray Goodwin taken at mid-wicket. Then it was wicket number 6 for the left-armer, who recently claimed his best ever figures of 7 for 69 at this ground against Essex, Wright being beautifully bagged by Mitchell at slip after scoring 63. Shantry then claimed his 5th success of another very good day for him by getting the wicket of Wallace for the 2nd time in the day, LBW the decision this time. And when Koska lifted a ball to Alexei Kavesi in the covers, Shantry had 8 in the match and had given his side a really good chance of wrapping up a big win with a day to spare. His latest spell had seen him add 4 for 25 in 6.5 overs. The home side were only denied that victory by the super consistent Allenby, who again matched everything the bowlers could throw at him. He and Owen had come together at 129 for 7, yet Allenby still went for his shots. This pull off Russell emphasised just how well he is seeing the ball at the moment. He added another 50 to his growing collection, this being his 2nd in 2 days. By the close of this one, he'd taken his tally of runs in the championship this summer to 651, an average of 72. He's reached a 50 in half of his dozen innings now, and this one had occupied only 65 deliveries. And he was still there to just about keep his side in the match at the close. He would go again on 53 out of his size 200 for 7, a total improved greatly by an 8th wicket partnership of 71 with Owen, who was only 16 runs away from just the 2nd 50 of his first-class career. Shantry goes into the final day with match figures of 8 for 132, with his side still 28 runs to the good.